action underway at Cedar Lake Speedway. Carson Macedo leads into corner number 1. Gravel will look to the inside of Chris Windham for second. Giovanni Scelzi on the outside. They'll go 3 wide for second, and Scelzi will have it as they cross the line. Giovanni Scelzi ripping the top of Cedar Lake Speedway to move into second. Chris Windham and David Gravel going at it for the third spot as they motor through corners 3 and 4. Giovanni Scelzi strong in the early stages of this one. He goes to the high side again in 3 and 4. Giovanni Scelzi, your new leader, across the line on lap number 3. Sheldon Hodenshield up to challenge Chris Windham. That's a battle for the 4th spot. Give it to Sheldon as we complete lap 4. Buddy Kofoid closes in on Windham. Looks to the inside in corner number 1. Slides up the banking. Windham tries to cross back underneath him. Scelzi dealing with traffic as Sheldon Hodenshield now tries to take the 3rd spot away from David Gravel. Sheldon to the inside lane in turns 3 and 4. Buddy Kofoid on the top now, getting closer to Sheldon. He'll dive low into corner number 1. Slides up the banking. Sheldon back underneath him, but Kofoid now into 4th at the end of the back straightaway. Just past the halfway point for Scelzi, 16 down, 14 to go. Kofoid slides David Gravel. Can he take the 3rd spot? He can as they cross the line. Gravel returns the slider in 1 and 2. Kofoid trying to cross back underneath him, but David Gravel back into the 3rd position. Kofoid again to the slider into 3 and 4. And now Sheldon part of this 3-car mix for the 3rd spot. Kofoid, Gravel, Sheldon Hodenshield. Kofoid and Gravel swapping 3rd multiple times, and now Sheldon on the bottom of the speedway with Chris Windham getting closer to red flag conditions. Car upside down in corner number 2. Kelby Watt is out of the car and walking away. A look at the Dirt Vision replay from the speed camera on the front straightaway, and Watt just gets into turn 1 too hot, and the car goes tumbling end over end. The top wing comes to rest on the high side of the racetrack. Giovanni Scelzi fires. We come back to green flag action. Carson Macedo to the inside in 1 and 2. Scelzi with the advantage on the cushion. Now Macedo with a run down the back straightaway. Carson Macedo to the inside of Giovanni Scelzi to lead for the moment, and he'll have the top spot on lap 19. Scelzi back to the inside again, slides up in front. Macedo crosses back underneath him. Great stuff out in front of the field. Carson Macedo pulling away. Oh, what a slider from Logan Schuart across the nose of Buddy Kofoid's 83. Kofoid returning serve in 3 and 4. And a problem for your former leader, Giovanni Scelzi's right rear tire is gone. And Carson Macedo to bring us back to the green. Sheldon Hodenshield to the inside in 1 and 2. David Gravel right in front of him. They battle for second as Buddy Kofoid tries to sail around the outside of Bill Baylog for the 5th spot. Now Kofoid has the position as they cross the start-finish line and looks to the outside of Sheldon Hodenshield. Baylog trying to come back at both of them. A 3-car battle down the back straightaway. Buddy Kofoid gets the best of it into corner number 3. Back straightaway and into 3 and 4 for the final time. He's finished second here on multiple occasions. And now Carson Macedo, a Cedar Lake Speedway winner, set to climb up top to celebrate his first Cedar Lake World of Outlaws win.
I could feel right before we lined up to the pace truck, I was rolling around there and it felt super grippy down there. And as we lined up to the pace truck, I actually ran that exact line and come off a 2 with a massive launch. And I thought, wow, if I could get a good start here and at least be within striking distance, and he messes up even the slightest bit up top, I think I could squeeze by him down here. And just tried to play it through my head before it happened, and then the minute it did, it just kind of worked exactly how I hoped it would. I short slid him into 3 and then got back to where the momentum was at. I don't think you could have made that work lap after lap just because your tires get really hot here and you can't stick it down there that many laps in a row. But that first lap, it definitely works. And yeah, I was really, really nervous about that restart. I was thinking, man, I know David could do the same thing that I just did to me that I just did to Gio, and he just saw it. Just tried to catch him a little bit by surprise, took off really early. As I left turn 4, I seen the big screen. He exited on the cushion, and it took him a really long time to get around there, and I had a big gap, and I knew I was going to be pretty safe as long as I just ripped the curb. So once I got back to the momentum, I just squeezed back into it, ran as hard as I could, kept getting my wing back to keep me into the racetrack, and yeah, felt really solid. We got to lap traffic, got dirty, but felt good. Yeah, I've lost a couple races here, literally just doing exactly what happened there on the start of that race, just not really knowing where to be. I felt like I was in the grip, like fully in the grip, and Gio ripped around me. I never really heard him. I heard him one time off of 2, and then I went into turn 3, and I thought, okay, I'll get up in 1 and 2, and then he ripped around me in 3 and 4. So hats off to Philip Dietz, Adam Zimmerman, Robbie McQuinn. Philip gave me a great car all night. We were able to go out late, lay down a really nice lap, and just put this all-ball JJR 41 right where it needed to be, in position to be in a dash where you got to capitalize to win races. So big, huge thank you to Mesilla Valley Transportation, all-ball your alternative, the Sage family, Scott Boyd family, Maxim Chassis, Kistler Engines, Factory Cane Shocks, High Performance Lubricants, Durst Incorporated, Complete Parts and Equipment, Tom and Tommy Tarleton and Son, Sander Engineering, everybody that helps us out on this car. It's a group effort. Bandy and Associates, there's so many great people to thank, and just feels good to be standing up here in Victory Lane. Like I said, I've lost some late in the race, early in the race, just making the wrong decisions. I lost one to Brad here a few years back that stung really bad, so feels good to finally put it in Victory Lane here.
For live coverage of every World of Outlaws event and for extended on-demand race content, visit dirtvision.com. For full race results, features, and series news, visit worldofoutlaws.com.